A celebrated scientist once likened aging to a creeping affliction, suggesting that human life expectancy mirrors the slow buildup of chaos within our cells, a relentless assault by rogue particles that eventually overwhelms them until they collapse under the strain. This idea, birthed in the early 1970s and now known as the mitochondrial decay hypothesis, posits that the tiny energy factories within our cells, mitochondria, gradually falter under the barrage of free radicals, sapping vitality and dimming the spark of life. Picture a windmill tirelessly spinning through storms. Over decades, the blades erode and its power wanes. The invisible siege-free radicals are like rogue sparks, unstable, electron-hungry agents born from the very process that fuels us. Electrons, those minute architects of existence, prefer cozy pairs, so these radicals plunder their neighbors, be it fats, proteins, or DNA, to restore balance. When they raid fats, cellular walls buckle. When they target proteins, vital machinery stalls. When they strike DNA, the blueprint frays, risking mutations or sparking immune havoc. Yet nature equips us with a shield, antioxidants, generous electron donors that disarm these marauders before they wreak havoc. When radicals outpace, our defenses' oxidative stress ignites, a smoldering fire that, per this theory, drives aging itself. The evidence is etched in our bodies. Those amber flecks on weathered hands signal oxidized debris beneath the skin. Creases deepen, memories blur, and organs falter as this internal rust spreads. The metaphor is stark. We're oxidizing, much, like iron left to the elements. Could bolstering our antioxidant arsenal halt this corrosion? Despite a mountain of research, tens of thousands of studies, the jury's still out, stirring debate. First, let's probe whether this rusting tale holds water. A theory that spans the ages, hundreds of aging theories have flickered into existence, yet none has claimed the throne. The mitochondrial decay hypothesis, however, boasts staying power, stretching back nearly a century to when researchers noticed aging's eerie kinship with radiation scars, both tied to oxidative wounds. By the 1950s, this crystallized into the free radical theory, homing in on mitochondria as the chief culprits churning out these cellular saboteurs. What sets this theory apart is its ability to unravel a profound riddle. Why do lifespans vary so wildly across creatures? A humble vole might flicker out in months while a Greenland shark glides through centuries, some clams even clocking half a millennium. This vast gulf hinges on one metric: the slower a species' mitochondria spew radicals, the longer it endures. It's not about metabolism's pace. Hummingbirds buzz with energy, yet outlive many a sluggish rodent. Efficient mitochondria, leaking fewer electrons, guard their DNA better, hinting at a tweakable trait. Exercise can tighten the valves, and a dietary pivot, trimming a single building block called methionine, might do the same. Taming the eye. Methionine tide. Methionine, a cornerstone of proteins, is a radical magnet. Its presence in tissues tracks inversely with lifespan across mammals. High levels don't just invite trouble, they amplify it, as lab tests reveal. Drip methionine onto mitochondria, and radical output surges. Starve rodents of 40% of their chow, and their radical leak slows, stretching their years, an effect pinned not on less fat or sugar, but on slashed protein, specifically methionine. Pare down just this amino acid, and within weeks, rats show less mitochondrial wear, fewer ailments, and extended lives. perhaps half the longevity boost of full fasting. 3 paths beckon to curb methionine. Eat less overall, a hunger pang. Trade-off: dial back protein to sane levels, many overindulge anyway, or swap animal protein for plant-based bounty. Legumes, think lentils or black beans, once lamented for skimpy methionine, now shine as longevity allies, anchoring diets in regions where elders thrive. Plants make this strategy not just doable, but deliciously practical. The supplement. Mirage antioxidant pills, a glittering empire of promise, rake in fortunes, yet falter under scrutiny. Study after study, 100 strong, finds no lifespan boost for pill poppers. Some, like beta-carotene or vitamin E, even hasten the end. Why? Supplements cherry-pick a lone warrior, ignoring the legion our bodies muster in harmony. Flood the system with one, and the balance tips, unlike whole foods, where nature's chorus sings louder than any solo act. Antioxidants can shield our broader DNA from age's blows, but they falter at mitochondria's doorstep, too distant to douse the source. DNA under fire beyond mitochondria, our nuclear DNA, safeguarded in the cell's vault, faces a daily barrage, tens of thousands, of radical strikes shredding its strands. Repair crews, honored with a 2015 Nobel, patch most breaches before they scar into mutations. But this skill fades with time. In the aged, damage piles up, except in centenarians, who mysteriously sidestep the worst. Rare syndromes of rushed aging, like those hobbling DNA repair, cement this as a driver, not a bystander. Cancer survivors, battered by radiation's radical storm, echo this. Frailty or heart woes strike decades early, a grim mirror of time's toll. Oxidative stress paints a rogue's gallery, graying locks, clouded lenses, creaky joints, fading minds, and crumbling muscles. Crank up antioxidant defenses in mice, and cataracts dim, hearts steady. Dial them down, and decay accelerates. Longevity may hinge on stifling radical birth, but vitality thrives on bolstering our shields. Roots in the wild rewind. The evolutionary clock. If our saga spanned a year, the last 200,000 years of humanity flicker in days, mere whispers against millions of plant-munching epochs. Our great ape kin thrived on leaves and fruits, forging a reliance on nature's bounty. Unlike most beasts crafting their own vitamin C, we lean on produce. Without it, scurvy claims us, a quirk shared with fellow herbivores like guinea pigs. Ancient droppings hint at diets brimming with fiber and C, tenfold our modern intake, perhaps a shield against radical storms cooked up by photosynthesis. Plants, sun-soaked survivors, craft antioxidants we've outsourced, a crutch that dulled our own defenses yet bound us to their vibrancy. Harvesting resilience, today's world piles on new foes: smog, spirits, processed junk, making plant power urgent. A global tally of over 3,000 edibles crown spices and berries as antioxidant titans, dwarfing animal fare by dozensfold. Even limp lettuce outshines salmon or eggs. Cherries glow with potency, but variety trumps obsession. Every meal's a chance to flood the system with radical quellers. Blood tests prove it. Post-meal antioxidant spikes from fruits and greens outpace supplements, slashing DNA damage and stretching lives. An edge tea might amplify, fiber or not. Skip a plant-rich bite, and the scales tip pro-oxidant for hours, draining reserves. Stress, be it smog or sleeplessness, doubles the stakes. A laser-lit study showed levels crashing, Post-crisis, clawing back over days. Colorful fare, think purple grapes or golden squash, blunts the fall, with a handful slashing radical havoc in weeks. Nature's heavy-hitter spices reign supreme. A pinch of cloves or rosemary rivals a nut hall's might. Fresh herbs like basil AAA dishes armor. A dash of cumin atop oats turns breakfast into a fortress. Cocoa cuts stress. Dark chocolate trims pressure. Dairy dilutes both. Tart juices, pomegranate or cherry, douse radicals, while green tea, sipped solo, boosts repair enzymes in hours. Exercise mimics this, a gentle prod sparking stronger defenses, a hormetic nudge where mild strain forges resilience. The cruciferous catalyst, our enzyme vanguard, catalase churning billions of detoxes, gets a boost from NRF2, a cellular sentinel unleashed by kale's sulfurous bite. In mice, it rewinds frailty. In us, a broccoli stalk thwarts smoke's scars. A sprout cup clears smog's sting. Rub it on, and sunburn fades. Crucifers flip a master switch, outshining their own compounds in whole food glory. Fat's foul play meets heme and fat brew, rancid trouble in our gut's acid cauldron, doubling artery-clogging oxidants in days. Poultry outstrips beef, fish flops worst. Veggies dodge this, their cholesterol-free frames a shield, though ghee's boiled excess haunts even meat shunners with heart woes. Salt joins the fray, hobbling enzymes in minutes. The takeaway mitochondrial decay explains longevity's span. Slow the radical drip via sweat and plant-leaning plates, and time stretches. Ditch the cholesterol traps, salt shakes, and fat. Bombs. Embrace greens, berries, and spice. It's not just years, it's vigor in every bite.